15-year-old Canadian with a speech impediment and a bad lisp. No one's gonna watch that video. Hey everybody, I'm here with Bowen Munsell, and he's an actor on Pop Art Noir. I guess the point of Pop Art Noir, which I forgot to bring up in the previous video, is to feel like you're flying through the film. I do everything handheld and I don't like tripods.
Except for currently, he's using a tripod right now.
I don't need your sass.
You just got my sass.
We have about a third of the film done. We do have a bit of a problem with some of the actors not being able to come all the time.
This is mostly due to normal humanoid diploid reasons.
Right. Editing for this film has taken way over 72 hours, but by this point...
It's good 30 minutes of footage, so you gotta edit all of that.
A lot. The main thing with editing is just trying to get all of the shots together, but aside from that, there's also one other thing. I don't know if you know this, but films look really nice. Homemade films look generally like crap.
You can tell they're homemade.
You can tell they're homemade.
The lighting, just the look of everything's very different.
So what we do is there's a bunch of ways you can edit it to make it look a little better, by boosting up the saturation, the contrast, making it a little more together. There's just a bunch of these really small things, just color correcting. Mainly just that is taking the majority of the time. There are a few green screen shots, which those take probably the most amount of time.
Yeah, 'cause you gotta take out the background and chop the film.
Chop film, and green screens generally look like shit. I mean, aside from Kung Fury, which was awesome.
That was really good green screen.
That was really good. We're not that good at green screen. So a lot of people have actually asked me, what is the film like? Is it an action, a comedy, an adventure? Well, that's the thing. I started out and I thought it would be an action film, but it's a way more in-depth than that, I should say. Like, it's not a mindless action film at all. There are maybe 3 action scenes in the entire film. I would say just think of something a little more original. It's a lot more like Pulp Fiction, you could say, where they talk about action but don't necessarily do it, and it's more of an art house film in some aspects. Yeah, and let me ask you, what do you think of it?
Well, I have a very similar opinion on the whole thing. I feel like, I don't know what that sort of film would be called, where it's a lot of metaphors and symbolism, because there's a lot of that in this film.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I'm not sure what kind of film that's called though.
Art house? I would say
art house. Yeah, it's kind of what I think. Bright, colorful, in-depth.
Very colorful.
Very colorful. We were scrolling through the footage, and it's just bright colors everywhere.
Right, everywhere.
Henceforth the title.
Yeah, that's true. The reason why we called it Pop Art Noir essentially is like how does this film relate to pop art in general? The thing is, I made myself a promise when I first began this film, was I was not going to make Batman.
The whole pow,
boom, I didn't want that to be this film. I wanted to give the underlying themes of pop art. What is pop art? There's no actual answer to that, but for me personally, pop art is more along the lines of a heavy-handed subject matter that's portrayed through a cartoony, colorful exterior shell.
Exterior shell, yeah.
Yeah. And that's essentially what this film is. It's a very dark film. It's a lot of heavy-handed themes in it, but the entire thing is portrayed very lightly and colorful and artistic, per se.
So, here's a short behind-the-scenes, I guess, footage from Pop Art Noir.
Okay, so this is Xavier's motel room. It's actually a garage, but we turned off all the lights except this one. So when you turn it off, Looked pretty like a creepy, cheap motel room.
Yeah.
This is Xavier.
Hello. My actual name is Xavier.
Yeah, it's pretty creepy.
Xavier playing Xavier.
Here's Bowen.
There's Kai, who
Kai.
played a dead woman.
In the
And
corner.
this
Spot if
is
you can.
this is Jim, the wine bottle full of water.
Yeah.
Alright, so we're here behind the scenes for the rooftop chase scene between Hobbs and Xavier. This was a really fun, interesting scene to film. During the fight scene there, I tripped over
tripped
Bowen,
over me.
as you'll see in the bloopers. I scraped my hands. Well, that was fun. That was really fun. Yeah, that was a little
That was
weird.
scary.
I was like, oh shit, I don't have good balance.
Yeah.
It was fun. Jump to it. Let's show them like exactly what we filmed on. This was very interesting to choreograph the fight scene. I stabbed him with a key, which
It
was
was very painful.
Yeah,
Not
it
really,
was-
but
So this is where we filmed the intro scene, kind of walking through the woods. This is possibly where one of the most interesting things happened to us.
ever.
Ever, yeah. What happened was we were down in here filming it was the last shot we filmed in here, and we heard this scream.
Like, ah!
It didn't sound human. We heard this scream, and we were like, okay, that's weird. And so we filmed that scene, and like literally not like a second after we stopped filming, a couple seconds after we stopped filming, all of a sudden we heard it again, except louder. We ran. Honestly, we like booked it out. None of us, all of us have agreed, we've never ran so fast.
I don't want you to just kill him. I want you to make him suffer.
So I hope you enjoyed it. Tune in next time for a special sneak peek of 4 nearly completed scenes of the film.
So yeah, see you next time.